For this video, we're going to be taking a look at how you can add users to the Conga Advantage platform, as well as how you can take those users that you add and get them set up to use Conga Sign for Web. To begin, I'm here in the Conga Advantage platform on the launch page, and the first place that I want to go is to the admin console. So under my tiles, I'm going to select the admin console one. From here, I'll be directed to the administration area. And under this administration page, I'd like to click the user tile. Clicking the user tile will bring me to the user management page. And to add a different user, I have two options over on the right-hand side. I can either bulk import users or I can add them on an individual basis. In this case, I'd like to add on an individual basis, but if you would like to bulk import, that is an option that's available as well. So to begin, I'll click Add. And then under the user details, I'll be asked to add different information about the user that I'd like to create. Starting with Federation ID, this is going to depend on what type of IDP I'm using. If I'm using the Conga IDP, this can be a string of random numbers and letters. What you input into this field doesn't really matter. However, if you are using the Salesforce IDP like I am, what you will want to put into the Federation ID is the 18-digit Salesforce user ID. To find this ID, you can go to the user that you'd like to set up, and either you can query for the IDs in Salesforce, say in the case of doing the bulk insert, or you can go to the URL of the user and grab the ID straight from the URL. So that will be everything from this 00 all the way to the percentage sign. And again, make sure that this is the 18-digit ID, as the 15-digit ID won't allow the user to get authorized correctly. So since I'm adding Sally, I'll go ahead and grab her user ID from Salesforce, and then I can fill in her first and last name, as well as her username. This can either be the user's email, or it can be a first last name situation. It's kind of up to you and your company's standards for how you'd like to format this username. For us, we're just using a first name, last name pattern, and so that's what I'll do here. And then finally, I can add her email, which I will copy and paste, and select her role. So roles should be set up ahead of time. We've already set up roles for all of the different users in this Conga Advantage platform, but there should be some that start out by default that you can select as well. So for Sally, I'm going to pick the Conga RLC user. And that's all the information that I need to fill out to get this user going. So I will go ahead and save. And just like that, I have added Sally as a user within my platform org. One final thing to check, since we are talking about roles, is if you are having users that will be using Conga Sign for Web, you want to ensure that they have access to the Conga Document Automation Management app. So under the role, just be sure to check that for their permissions, the View Document Management application permission has been assigned to the role that you're giving out. Since that's ready to go and is already part of the role, we're done adding Sally as a user, and I can begin adding her as a user for Conga Sign for Web. So to do that, I'm going to go up to the top left corner and click Switch Apps, and then I will select the Document Management app. Under Document Management apps, I'm going to select Sign Settings, and then User Management. And for user management, this is essentially giving a license to the different users within your Conga Advantage platform to be able to use Conga Sign for Web. So I'll invite a sender and search for Sally. Sally will come up underneath the drop-down for adding users. And since she's the only user that I want to add, I'll go ahead and save. And just like that, she's been added as a member within my org to be able to use the Conga Sign for Web experience. There are a number of other actions that are available as well. If Sally needs to be a manager of the Conga Sign for Web app, I can grant her management rights, I can lock her sender, or I can even delete the sender. For the manager rights, that will give her the ability to come into Conga Sign settings and make changes. And with that, we have now gone through how you can create a user in your Conga Advantage platform, as well as how you can set them up for using Conga Sign for Web within your platform. I hope that this has been helpful and that you have a great day. Thanks.